good, everybody?
What up, what up, what up? What it do, boots?
Yo, can you hear us loud and clear? If you can hear us, hit the like button, share a comment. You know what time it is. We like to spend the beginning of the show giving y'all horns, shouting y'all out. Yes.
Yes,
What are you
what?
gonna say? I don't know what
I
I'm
would
gonna
say,
say.
I'm not sure what you were saying yes to. But let us know where you're watching us from. We're just so glad to be back. I know we weren't here last week, y'all. We were not. Okay, good. You guys can hear us. I see the lights going up. Thank you. So I know we weren't here last week. We wanted to be here, but what happened?
It was just a busy day.
What up,
It was just
Saba?
crazy. I think
Can we
we
get
just
the horns? I'm
oh
sorry.
Gianna Thompson.
Gianna, what up, Gianna?
Give her the horns. Give her Gianna. Arlene Stevenson, always been faithful, committed to the show.
Yes.
Horns.
Oh my gosh, I feel like doing a bogle. I'm not sure why.
I don't know why. NYC is in his house.
Ain't nothing
Gianna
else.
Thompson. We got Carlene Valerie
Carlene
Jean.
What up, Carlene?
Yo. Yanni Simone.
What up, Yanni?
Wendy Spence Graham.
What up, Wendy?
Oh, we shouted out Saba, but she put
Yes.
New Jersey.
How they say
Joyzy.
Joyzy.
Ugh. Joyzy. We say Jersey.
But I know that's not how you talk, Saba. I'm sure you speak
better. Saba keep it 100.
Yeah.
Oh, Sister Winston.
What up, Sister Winston? The first lady, because you know already. But it's already. It's all love. It's all love. I know.
That's my favorite person in the Southwest Region Conference office. When I go to that office, I go straight to her. I don't see nobody. Straight to her. She's an
advocate. She's a grandma. She's the grandma to our kids. Like she's amazing.
And an amazing knitter. Do you call it knitter? Seamstress, crocheter. I don't know. Whatever she do it.
But shout out to Sister Winston.
Oh,
what up, Don? Did we give Don horns?
Don always fly from New York, yo.
Yes, yo. Saba, you said I'm from Michigan, so I don't talk like that at all.
Facts. Saba from Barron. Are you from Barron Springs, Michigan?
Is it Barron or Berean?
It is Boring. That's what it is.
No, for real though. Is it Barron or Berean?
It's Barron. They say Barron. It's spelled like crocheter. That's exact.
I think I was going along that line. I was saying something like that, but but yeah, yo, we are here. We are back with you guys. Hey, sister, Russell. I'm about to call her Wilson. I'm sure Wilson Russell.
Wilson Russell. Do well in
what
the
up,
house.
Do well. I pressed the wrong one.
Okay, Don.
Okay, you live from where? Where are you live from?
Yo,
okay, is it New York or is it Andrews? Which one?
Don got that omnipresent joint going on.
Oh, but he's responding to Saba, I believe.
Oh, Arlene is like, yo, you lit the internet up with them photos. What's up with them photos?
Girl. Stop.
Oh man, Tiffany was looking for us, man. Shout out to
Tiffany. Last week, I don't even know what happened. I just feel like we wanted to, but we just didn't get a chance to. I think we had somewhere to go or something to do. I don't remember.
Yeah, we did have somewhere to go. Remember we had the birthday drive-by, right? No, that was a Sunday. We were just tired.
I don't know. We're here today. That's what matters, right? Yeah. That's what matters. But yes, those pictures. So, did we take those last week Saturday?
Yep.
I think last week Saturday we took those pictures. Because I'm always taking pictures. I love taking pictures. I mean, it's what we do, right? And so we took those pictures last week, Saturday. Was it last week?
It was
last week. Or was it Monday? On
Nope.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Nope.
Day.
I don't take pictures on Mondays. Monday is my no picture day. So it could not have been Monday.
Y'all. I can't with this dude.
Just have a rule. No pictures on Monday. When I go out on the street, people want to take pictures of me. Like, no picture. It's Monday, no picture. That's it. Sorry. And I don't break that rule for nobody. Why are you sitting there? Just staring into oblivion. Supposed to confirm it. Horns.
No horns. I can't stand you. What up, Horain? Is it Horain? Horain. Horain?
Hooray for hooray.
I think it's Horain. Yeah.
Make it rain on
What
them,
up?
player.
What up? What up? What up?
Oh,
Well,
Freddie
yeah.
in the house too.
Oh, what up, Freddie?
Yeah, Freddie said she don't take pictures on Monday. She said me too. I don't do no pictures on Monday.
No, Freddie is saying me too for looking. She was looking for us last week,
Okay.
right, Freddie? What is this no picture on a Monday? I can't even. But anyway, that's what we took. We took those pictures, and it came out pretty good. We need to hire a professional photographer. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a professional photographer to take our pictures.
So you don't think I'm professional? That people like the pictures. I'm not professional enough. I've been noticing a pattern with you with things that I do. I'm not a professional rapper. I am a professional photographer. What else am I not a professional at?
You are a professional at being the best husband on the earth. You are a professional at being one of the most prolific speakers that has ever faced this earth. You are one of the best fathers I've ever seen. Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
No, I'm done. We're done. I think that's enough. That's enough.
Just pop the bubble.
I'm not popping it. Like, I don't want your head to go like this because I know that chances are you'll probably get amped up and think that.
So, full disclaimer, right? I can't get a big head. It's just impossible. I'm too humble. For me to get bloated, for me to get conceited, for me to get pompous, I'm just too humble. So you can continue.
The fact that you're saying that you're too humble is already you becoming pompous with your humbleness.
The two are contradictory.
No, they are not.
Pompous with your humble.
That's what you're being right now.
No
one goes and say, I'm so humble. I'm the most humblest person you've ever seen. No one says that. No humble person says that.
I do. I'm affirming myself, and I'm proud.
Nothing is wrong with affirming yourself.
Yeah.
But for you to sit here and say that you are the most humblest person, that's a reach. And that's not very humble.
I am speaking words of life about myself. Positive words. And I'm proud to say I'm a humble guy. The opposite would be I'm a proud person. You don't want to hear people say that.
No, but you're being proud with your humbleness. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Trump said that? All right, I won't say that no more. That's all
exactly. You sound like okay. I don't want to go there, but
that's
okay.
All I'm good.
Oh my gosh. But anywho, let's move on because this dude is about to trap us into. I'm getting hot in here. He's about to trap us into a conversation that we don't need to have on this live. But Horain said I was going to say it, but I didn't want to be the one. Thank you, Horain, for confirming.
I'll just keep my thoughts to myself.
Don't keep it to yourself. I think when you are confronted, that you should accept it, like acknowledge. You know what? You're right. That's what I think you should be doing.
Okay, so just say I'm humble, and then I'll accept it.
You're not humble. You're not being humble right now.
I reject it.
I can't with you.
I reject it.
This dude is not humble. He's not being humble right now. I mean, I think in general, I think you are very humble.
I receive it.
But right now, at this moment, this conversation, you're not being very humble.
I reject it. All right. What should we talk about today? This the burn that I'm feeling. Yo, all right. Can we talk about Bernie Sanders? for a little bit. I wish we could put a meme of Bernie Sanders right here between us. Yo, let's talk about mood, right?
Yo, that meme,
Yo,
that
yo, Bernie right there. He is. That is the meme for 2021 right now. I don't think there's gonna be nothing else that's gonna come in there. But Bernie's mood, yo, he was a whole vibe. That whole joint said, one, I'm cold. Number two, COVID out here. Don't come near me. And number three, I ain't trying to be fancy. I ain't trying to look cute like you other senators. I'm gonna wear these knitted mitts that my neighbor made.
Yo.
Somebody from my community made for me, and I'm gonna be warm. That joint was a whole mood,
yeah,
a whole vibe.
I am Bernie, and Bernie is me. Because I feel like that would be me in any social setting right now. That's me. Ask my friends. Like that we'll get together and I'm like in a corner or I'm like away from everyone else because I'm not I'm not trying to get COVID. So I definitely think Bernie. I just don't understand. Like he's everywhere. Like what? Can you guys name like some of your favorite ones that you've seen? You okay?
Yeah, something burned my eye.
You want me to blow in your eye?
No, that's all right.
Let me see what's in there.
No, I'm good.
I'm trying to.
I'm alright. I'll be alright. I just need a napkin.
Okay, you want me to take my dress?
No, I'm gonna be alright.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna be alright. I'm good.
We're having a moment.
I'm Gucci.
You sure?
No, it's not. It's something burning in there.
Let me see.
No, don't.
Let me blow it. You remember back in the day? You remember
blow
back
it
in
and
the
make
day
it worse.
when your parents, your busting your parents be like, "Come here, let me blow."
Make it worse.
Okay.
I'm putting some water in my eye.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got
my
this.
spit can work.
No.
Okay.
You're in Jesus.
Can't wait to. But anyway, what are some of your favorite ones, guys? I'm so hot. What are some of your favorite
I'm gonna do the show in one eye.
memes? What are some of your favorite memes that you've seen so far?
Yo, why is my eye burning?
It says Bernie helping Demi Moore doing pottery in Ghost movie. Really? I didn't even see that one.
Yo.
Bernie in Where's Waldo picture. Oh my god.
They got
I've not seen that one.
They did Bernie at like a GC, a North American Division meeting. So Arlene asked where he got the they did Bernie at OU Church. Nice.
Oh, for real? Oh, snap.
So the mittens apparently were made by somebody from Vermont. I guess that's where
This
he's
lady,
from.
right?
This lady did it and she got it to him through somebody else. And Bernie was like, these right here don't work. Don't front. He did look warm. Like he looked like he was good. He's like, they showed him coming down the stairs.
No, I think one of the funniest ones, you guys remember that Monica picture? And he's like, they have his upper body like this, and then they have the Monica shoes and the. You haven't seen that one?
Nah, I saw the one with him and Jordans. That he's in front of sneakers. I love it though.
Oh my gosh, Bernie with the Spice Girls, and they call him Old Spice. Yo, people are going in. The internet is literally going crazy.
That's gotta be. Bernie and next Friday. I saw that one too.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Or what about the preacher when a guest speaker when they're being introduced?
Yeah, when the guest speaker is being introduced.
Yeah, so I asked Jamie. I was like, like, how do you feel? I don't think I've ever asked him. Like when pastors, I don't know, like when pastors, their bio is being read, they have like a look, right?
Yeah.
Some of them do this, like.
Yeah.
Then some of them do they're praying.
Yeah.
And then some of them, how else? Some of them just look like, just chill.
Yeah.
So I asked Jamie, I was like, like when your bio is being read, like what are your thoughts? Like what's going through your head?
Yeah, so I'm like, where did they get that from?
But you gave it to them.
No, sometimes they pull it off the internet. So they'll pull like the one that's on the website and they'll read that.
Oh, okay.
So most times if I give them a bio, depending on where I am, it's usually like I just graduated from AUC and I have a doctorate degree. It's real short. But if they pull it off the internet, it's this awkward feeling. So you have to sit there
And listen to all of
and
your.
listen to somebody talk about you. It's like they're talking about you, but you're not there. And then you have to try to act humble, right? But and you have to kind of like, you have to be like you have to look very spiritual. It's weird. I don't like bios. I'm not into them, but people, I don't know. They still doing bios?
Absolutely. What? Of course. I mean, now it's a little bit different with our virtual churches, but bios are like it's.
Let's ask the people. Do you care about bios? When the preacher comes to preach, does a bio does the bio make the sermon? Will the bio make you want to listen to that person more? Does it? Are you interested in it, or do you just want to get right to whatever they're here to say? Do the bios make a difference?
Yeah, they annoy me too, Yanni. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Some of the, I remember one preacher, man. He had a book. I was
Straight
like,
litany.
bruh, like, yo.
Oh, what up, Kerwin? Kerwin is like, we want a word.
Yo, that's my guy right there, Kerwin.
He said he wants a word. Gianna's like, nope, not really. Carly's like, nope. Yeah. I'm like, just get to the word, right?
Yeah, but churches,
they are awkward. Yes, Lovener. What's up, Lovener? Good to see you, darling.
All right. Okay. So
let's get the word. Get to the meat. Yes. Forget the appetizer. Let me put that up there so everybody can see Gianna for real. Like, cut all that fat out. Like, we don't need that.
Good point, Tiffany. We already Googled the speaker. We don't need it.
Snap. Y'all Googled the preachers?
Yo, look, I know this for a fact. I know people Google while I'm preaching. Like, if I say something, that's why I'm always trying to be as accurate as possible, because people will search that thing in the middle of the sermon.
I would.
And they'll be like, "You wrong."
Wow. I'm sorry. I don't want to jack your name up. Can I just say Tobias? Tobias?
Emerald. It looks like emerald.
Yeah, I don't want to jack it up.
Yeah.
It's beautiful how it looks.
Yeah,
but I guess phonetically it's a little bit
Victorian.
I know,
nice
that's
too.
very like.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay. Like you about to get your bio ready.
Yeah.
Anyway, a little bit. I like knowing about the person if I didn't already know. Okay.
Yeah, I think like a little bit is enough. We don't need to know your birth, your brothers, your sisters. Like when you learned how to walk.
Right. What?
When you took your first step. Right?
Yes, Donna Palmer's like blah blah blah. I know that's right. Oh my gosh, he says big bio and no word equal to. Oh my gosh.
That's a word. That's
horns.
That's horns.
Oh, they be coming with a long bio, and that joint is.
And you know why I don't like bios? Because bios be setting you up. Like if you got a long bio and you did all this stuff, people sitting there like, all right, you better preach. And then you don't come with that sermon, and you put pressure on me. I'd be like, yo, just let them think I ain't nobody, so that they don't say you got all that education and you ain't doing a daggone thing with it.
I know you want to say that other word.
Yeah, I said daggone.
But yeah, Tiffany said if I don't know the speaker, I definitely do some research to see if I want to spend an hour listening. Ouch.
That's facts. That's how we are in this age. But so we're talking about 2021, then when churches open back up. So we're saying here right now, number one, we need Bernie mood when we get back to church. Number two, skip the bios, shorten them. They just need to be one sentence, three sentences, and let's get right to the sermon. Stop extending the service with the bio.
Yes.
We all good.
You know why I don't like bios? You guys ready?
Yes.
Hold on. If your bio is longer than your sermon, you ain't worth.
You ain't worth a cent. You ain't worth 2 nickels.
Oh God.
You ain't worth 5
Oh my
cents.
gosh. Worse when the person reading the bio can't read.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sister
Lambert.
You right.
How you reading somebody's bio and you can't read? How you? And I bet you that person probably volunteered, because if you can't read, you gotta play it off like, nah, I'm good.
I gotta put my head down for that.
I'm good. I don't want to do that today. But the person can't read. Reading bios.
Yeah, that's the worst. But I don't like bios personally, from the standpoint of when they're introducing the spouse, they say, and they're married to, oh, and she's right here.
Oh yeah.
Can you please stand?
Oh yeah.
Usually, I'm gonna be honest, right? Because we keep it 100 here, right? We keep it real here. More than likely, I don't want to stand because sometimes when I walk into a church, usually he'll go in first because we're probably late, or he just goes in because he has to go and do whatever. So I usually take my time with the girls, right? I usually take my time with the girls. So chances are I sit down and sometimes no one knows who I am, right? They don't know that I'm connected with the pastor. And so sometimes I really get to see a firsthand view of how they treat visitors. And so when they ask me to stand up, it's like, oh, there she is. There's Waldo. And so now all eyes on me and that attention, and people start acting differently. They're just like smiling, and that's a whole nother show.
Yeah. So to that's always funny to me. When they're reading the bio and then they say, oh, his wife and kids are here. I'm like, y'all done messed up because my wife is not standing up. She is not going to get up.
I'm like, and that joint is mad awkward. It's like this. It's like, I stand up and it's like,
I be sitting there in my head. I be like, y'all done messed up just now. Cause she probably not even, you probably not even in the sanctuary, to be honest.
I was not in the sanctuary, but I don't want to stand up. Like, I don't want to be seen. Like, I just want to stay in my cut and just be whatever, right? And just be regular.
You just want to look like the single mother with 2 kids that ain't got no husband.
That's true. They treat you differently. Let me tell you something. They treat you differently. I'm not going to call the churches, but they treat you differently when you walk into some churches. And as I said, how we do it sometimes, people don't even know that we are together.
We don't walk in together.
So they literally treat me like I'm a single mother.
Oh, what's next to you, your loud kids? So this is funny.
I'm sorry.
Tiffany.
Okay. So she said, I hate the one sentence bios that be like, Pastor X just wants you to know he loves the Lord. Me too. I'm like, I don't know why. Me too.
Fact.
Be like, we already know you're a preacher.
Yeah, you gotta love the Lord. Why are you talking about it? So that phrase gets on my nerves, and then the other phrase, Jesus is my boyfriend. And you want to make me angry, like, just say that. I think nuts. And people say, Jesus is my boyfriend. I don't need no man. Jesus is not your boyfriend, okay? He's your savior. Anyhow, I'm switching topics, but let's go back.
You sure did.
Yeah.
You just went there.
Sorry, I just killed the mood.
No, you didn't kill it. It's just
we go burn you.
Go burn. No, you have to go back. It's like this.
Well, they can't see my hands.
They can't see your hands. He's literally like this. Like when you're cold. But that's kind of uncomfortable, Bernie.
Now his legs are crossed and his hands are resting on top of his legs.
No, it is?
Yeah, his hands are resting.
I thought his hands were like up here. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
Sit back, legs across, hands are resting.
Do the Bernie. Mood. Okay, all right.
We gotta get to what we talked about in the show.
I know, but I wanted the people are talking.
Yeah.
Lufner is like, people won't be nice until they know you're the preacher's wife or single or something. Exactly. Facts. That's when they start being nice to you. Like, oh, you the pastor's wife?
Yep. Or even with me, because when I walk into a church, I don't look like typical.
You already the former Carlene for that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Even with me though, when I walk into a church, I don't have like that commanding presence, or I don't go in there like I am the speaker today. I just go in, sit down at the back, or I'll just ask for the pastor of that church. And the ushers be the gatekeepers, yo. They be like, why you want to see the pastor?
Right, but like, dude.
Or if I'm in American church, the pastor's in his office. I'm like, okay, you can tell them I'm here. Then when they find out that I'm speaking,
not only that, Jamie, when they find out that you're speaking, that's okay. That's like, okay. But when they find out that you can preach, that's when they, pastor, you did such a, they start feeling him. It's just annoying. Sorry. Yes, Tiffany, he's the husband of one wife. Oh my God, that joke is so true. Yo, like, what, he's supposed to have several wives?
Yo, we're a crazy bio beat, and he is the husband of 3 wives. Yeah, one in America, one in London, and one in the West Indies. They have that too, though. Three wives.
I don't even want to hear that. What up, Leah? We missed you, girl.
Leah.
It's been a minute since we've seen
I'm
you.
gonna be doing a week of prayer for Leah at Tacoma Academy.
Right? See, Tiffany's like, I don't realize how much I hate bios until now. Exactly. Because I don't think we've ever had a choice, right? This is something that we've just always had to have.
Yeah, and most times, I'll say this, most times, if a preacher is traveling and is on the circuit, you already know about them, right?
Exactly.
You already know Myron Edmonds. You already know Wesley Knight. You already know Damian Chandler, Tiffany Llewellyn, Claudia Allen. You know them already. There's probably like 2 people in the church who doesn't know who they are, and they're probably the 2 people who don't have a cell phone, right? Or a computer or an email address. So the neighbor just tell him like, yo, he's a preacher, blah blah blah. That's it.
Right, exactly. Like, why do we have to do all that? 3 wives so I can stay home. Yes, Sister Sanders. I love it. Oh my gosh, that joint is hilarious. 3 wives so I can stay home. Yeah, you know what? I'll miss the Sabbath. You go. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so hot. Whew. But yeah, we're focused again, or we're trying to be focused again. We're trying to be focused. What? Somebody's gonna come out with a dance.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna come out with the birdie dance. Yep. I can't wait to
it's
see the Jamaicans.
It's either gonna be.
It's gonna be the Jamaicans.
Jamaicans or a Southern rapper from the South.
Yeah, I don't even want to.
It's gonna be one of them. Do that birdie. Where you come around me? Do they birdie? Where you come around me? Do they birdie?
So I guess they do the birdie.
Feel the burn.
Okay. All right. Chill.
You know where my brain is going.
Yep, exactly. I already know, so I'm like, chill. Leah said, I think I'm gonna change my bio to she is the wife of 2 husbands.
You're gonna get in trouble.
Hey, you gonna get in trouble, girl. They probably won't invite you back.
They're gonna bring you back.
You better not say it. Anyway, I'm now going on a different tangent. My brain is rather. But yes. So we all know. I think we can take a vote right now. I think we've met quorum.
Yeah.
Right, Pastor?
We have a quorum, so we can call this meeting to order.
We can call it to order. Can we also go ahead and vote the no more bios?
Yeah. So.
We need to. I have a motion, right?
I have a motion on the floor that there will be no more bios. Is there a second to that motion? I second it, Pastor. All right.
No, you have to second.
That's if we had a West Indian church.
Well,
all right, we West Indian.
We're West Indian or Caribbean, whatever.
Yeah. And if you had a West Indian church, it's gonna take forever to get that vote because somebody's gonna say point of order
or question.
Question on the motion. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order.
Look, we got Vivette and what up, Vivette? Good to see you, darling.
Yeah.
We have a few seconds. Go
right.
ahead.
All in favor, please vote by showing the same motion. Say aye.
Aye.
All right. It has been moved. And
you have to say the other thing.
Oh, we're gonna take
those opposed.
Oh, those opposed. Good. The devil is a liar.
It is carried. We are not doing bios in 2022.
Nobody.
When we return to church, hopefully, we will not be doing bios.
Yeah.
Watch Jamie do bios from a bio the first week he goes back.
I know, right? It's the pressure, though. The pressure from the saints. They want the bios. I gotta do.
Look, you can refer back to this. Look. Gary's like point of order. No question. The motion is we already voted. Yo, you can come back to this conversation as proof.
Let me tell you, Gary is from New York.
I know.
Gary goes to a Caribbean church. Everybody here knows about business meeting and point of order.
And anyone abstaining?
Abstaining, no. We don't care if you're abstaining. Why do you have to tell us you're abstaining?
Like, just don't vote. Don't say nothing.
I don't care.
Abstaining.
Yo, it is one thing that I learned growing up, going to business meetings and church, is point of order. I just know the term. I just know you can. Whenever something they don't like, they always call it out.
Yo, let me tell you something. No one does not know that law of the Robert's rules of order. No one knows those rules more than West Indians.
Yeah. Yo, business meeting for some
Yo.
West Indians is like NBA Finals Game 7. They're mad excited.
No, that joint be mad.
And then that's when they come out. That's when, like, they don't talk the same way they talk at
Nope.
lunch. Like, at lunch, that's when you hear the accent. When they come to business meeting, the British accent come out.
Brethren, well, you
Brethren, I wish to make a point of honor.
Like, yo, like, why? Like, why are they so? Yeah, I can't.
I don't know. It's a very, very interesting place when you come to think about it.
It really is. But Kayla is like, as a child, I couldn't stand the business meetings in Jamaica. Listen,
no,
I feel like we.
Yeah, I think no matter what country you in, if you black and you go to a black church and you got business meetings.
Exactly. Like, you already know that joint is gonna be. They're gonna be mad. For divine worship, they mad holy. For that the business meeting, yo.
They be putting Vaseline on it.
And they're very contentious, especially it's almost like as soon as the sun sets and they sitting there after AY, they just sitting there knowing that they sitting with whatever it is.
They be getting in the room first to get a good chair. They be sitting there like, oh, they think they're gonna get this motion passed. Watch this.
Exactly.
I got this for them, and I'm gonna come with this, and then after this, I'm gonna do this. The joint is like
mad contentious, and with the pastors too, it's like. Yeah. Yo, like.
Yeah, it's really an ugly time. You know it's bad when you have to tell new members don't come to business meeting.
I like what Lovner said. She said that's because that's where they get to be important.
Yes, that's where I get to be important and show off my knowledge of the Robert's Rules of Order. And the Robert's Rules of Order say you can't call a question on the motion because the motion is on the floor. And if you want to move the motion or amend the motion, the person who gave the motion has to bring the motion back from the floor. Or we need to vote it down, Pastor, before we can move to the next one. Like, yo, what? Bro, I don't care, man. Y'all want to do this or not?
Yeah, it's very.
But I guess it's it is like organized confusion. That's what it is. People want to be organized, but it's confusing and it's outdated. I mean, it has its place, but
who's amend the motion? Who's amending the motion? Oh yeah. Oh, he's just saying amending the motion. It's big.
Motion, right.
It's true. It's true. Oh my gosh, police have been called in one of our meetings. Wow. Like, for why? Like, my question is always like, for why? Like,
that joint be over something. And it's like, this is the one thing that I've discovered about church, right? We never argue about evangelism.
No.
Or like, we never argue about, first of all, we never talk about poverty or like changing the community and stuff like that. Most of the most contentious business meetings I've been to have all had to deal with what's happening inside the church.
Right. What color carpet are we choosing?
Or people showing up when the young lady is getting disfellowship. Whenever there's some sort of drama,
listen,
that people will show up. But if we be like, hey, this business meeting is just about strategic planning for build how we're going to use our money to build houses.
You barely won't get quorum.
Yeah.
Versus when someone's being disfellowshipped.
Yeah.
Man, that
drama.
church is full. When there's drama, you know that there's something going down.
Yo, it'd be so bad. This is the thing, man. It'd be so bad when you're trying to get a quorum. You start counting everybody. You be like, is there somebody in the bathroom?
You see that little baby.
Was that baby baptized? All right, that's a number right there. All right, we got quorum.
Wow, that's so crazy. Oh man. Okay. All right. So we're moving away from church. The conversation from church, because it seems as though sometimes most of our conversations end up right back in church.
I think this is what I think, and I'm proposing that we don't need to come up with topics to talk about anymore. We just need to come online and let the people dictate our conversations, because
might as well, right?
They talk and they comment, and we just go right in. So we're probably going to stop coming up with ideas or things to talk about.
For the past, I think it's probably the past month or so. We've come up with topics, right? And we have not covered not one of them.
We go so way off.
It's all good. It's all conversation, right?
It's conversation. Y'all hang out with us, so we're gonna hang out with y'all. So we're gonna let y'all dictate what we talk about. So you drop a question in the comment box, and we'll just rap about it. But since this is new, we could probably still try to do what we said we are going to talk about. How far is too far, Sister Kawazar, when it comes to your spouse and telling them how to dress, how to comb their hair?
Oh, thanks, Leah. Sorry, go ahead. How to comb their hair. I'm sorry,
Leah,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm looking at Leah's comment.
She just complimented my glasses.
I
That's
see
it.
that she complimented your glasses.
So what?
You want to say like how you found those glasses?
This is not you being humble again.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not about humble humility or anything. It's just saying that I helped with your mood right now, the whole vibe that I helped assist. Okay, silence.
Right. Maybe you want to introduce my glasses.
Sure. So I found this website called Bob's Drunk. I think it's Bob's Drunk. Not Bob is drunk, but Bob Drunk. And those glasses, that's where she got them from. And then she bought them and they look absolutely stunning on her. All right, now we can proceed.
Wow. There goes you being humble again. anyway, how far is what?
She called you C Murder. I mean, yes, I live with C Murder.
I'm not C Murder.
Okay, all right. So back to the question: how far is too far?
Right, exactly, Arlene. Okay, how far is too far for what?
To telling your spouse how to dress, how to comb their hair. Oh yeah. How would you appreciate if I told you I don't like the way your hair is combed and you need to get a perm? Oh, I wouldn't say it like that. I'll say it nicer. Like I'll probably say like, I'm not really feeling that hairstyle. I prefer if you do it like this.
Well, let's talk. Okay. I see. Okay. I okay. I think that we should probably go back. I think we should go back a little bit, scale it back a little bit, or um, talk about um, the importance of a spouse's opinion as it relates to your hair, face, and dress. Okay. I think we should go there 1st. I think it depends on if I married or was dating someone who did not have style, right? Chances are I probably wouldn't take your opinion. I wouldn't hold, it wouldn't be as heavy for me, your opinion, opposed to if I knew that you had style, you had dress.
Chances are you could, because you appreciate style so much, you probably wouldn't be attracted to somebody who did not have some sort of style,
yes,
right? Or some sort of way of at least putting outfits together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, for me, honestly, I know that they said that, what they say, like when you are dating and when you're trying to have a mate, that appearance isn't, it shouldn't weigh as much, but it did for me. You know, appearance was important for me. Like how a dude dressed, how he carried himself was important for me. I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking for the most expensive, the guy that was wearing the most expensive stuff, or the guy that was like, you know, chiseled out in terms of like, you know, how he dressed. But it was important for me to have someone who had an idea or a clue in terms of how to dress.
Yeah, I think appearance is important to everybody, right?
Yes.
I think people are fronting and lying if they're saying that appearance doesn't matter to them.
Correct.
Because if that's the case, like you would,
you're gonna go lie with them.
Yeah, you'll try to date homeless people, right? Like you'll be like, oh, this is a cute homeless man, right? So I want to talk to him, right? Not saying there's anything wrong with being homeless or anything, but I think appearance means a lot to people. I think like that's the first thing that you see. You know, they and now I need to know to confirm this. I've heard it said that a woman first sees a man's shoes. Like that's one of the first things she notices. And if his shoes are like jacked up, it's like that's a telltale that the rest of him is jacked up. If he doesn't care about his shoes.
I think it depends on the woman. Some women care about shoes. I care about shoes after. Like I look at shoes after. I look at the face. What?
Appearance.
Appearance should matter so that you don't have to fast. Yo, and oh snap! Sorry, I'm loud.
That's a real talk right there.
So you don't have to fast and pray before
you go to bed with Lord Jesus.
Sheesh.
Man, that's a real talk.
That's
right
rough.
there.
That's rough.
That's rough.
But yeah, that's why they say. That's why they said that appearance is important, right?
That is the comment
of
the
entire life. Like we should just be all finished right now.
I'm gonna give that one a horse.
And you came with the 1, 2, 3, like yo.
Got to fast and pray.
Yeah.
Mercy.
So
yeah.
It is important. It is important.
It's absolutely
and
important.
So I know that some people measure that importance to whether or not they are educated, whether or not they have a really good job, they're stable financially, spiritually, even mentally.
Yeah. You want the package. You want a package,
right?
You want you want certain contents that come in the package. Whenever, and that's what a great illustration, right? When you buy something, electronics or whatever it is, you look for what comes in the package.
Right.
The box tells you what's in the package. You need the plug, you need the manual, because all of those things complete it. Like if you buy a radio and it doesn't have the charger in it, an iPhone and doesn't have a charger in it, the package is incomplete. I think that when it comes to, looking for somebody or dating somebody, you want a package.
Right.
You want them to be spiritual, you want them to be clean, you want them to at least look presentable, intelligent.
Right.
Those are the things.
Hold the conversation and all that good stuff.
Right.
But it's important for me, going back to your question, you said, women, you've read that some women look at shoes. Shoes is definitely an indication for all those dudes out there who walks around with dirty shoes, especially their church shoes that are not clean or shined. Like that's an indication for me that you are unkept.
Yeah.
And I know that. Or you don't care much.
You care about other things.
Right. You don't care about.
Prioritize other things.
Correct. You don't care about that. And so if I look at that and if everything else matches up, then I would probably say, you know what, I'll probably take the shoes and take them to a shoe shiner, or, I would probably help along that way. But I think there needs to be a base of, there needs to be a strong foundation, right? There needs to be a strong foundation so that in the case of any of those things not necessarily matching up or some things that you don't like, you can kind of balance it out in some way.
Yeah.
But
so I have a follow-up question. I just wanted to say that. I have a follow-up question.
Okay. Okay. So there's a question, so I'm trying to think. So for me, I look at the face. The face is for me the mouth, the lips, the teeth. That's important. And how they carry themselves, how they put things together. And then I look at the shoes, right? But for me, it's the face and the lips and the teeth. That's what I look for first, or I look at first. Like if you're talking and stuff is like at the corner of your mouth, white stuff, or if your teeth are just yellow and just doesn't look brushed, or like you don't have good dental hygiene, or I'm trying to think what else. Trying to think what else, like shaved, like if you have this scruff McGruff look where it's like, that I'm cringing right now. He knows that I hate that. That's that unkept facial hair and your hair is not cut or whatever. Like that's a hard one for me.
I'm Sorry, it sounds like you were describing me. I'm just playing. Horns.
No horns. Silence. Silence. Live with the silence.
All right. So I had a follow up to your question, but you can answer Tanisha Price. What do you do when your spouse wears their fly but they're not? Capital N-O-T. How do you nudge them to improve? Ooh.
That's a good question.
I think if you're married to the person, this is your spouse, then I think you should be comfortable enough to be like, you whack. Like, you should be comfortable enough to look at them and be like, you ain't walking next to me like that. Like, I don't like the way that looks.
Yeah. But it goes back to what Arlene was saying. She said, us New Yorkers, we have like a different swag, right? Versus people down south, Florida, Texas, like they have a different swag, right? And their swag doesn't necessarily match our swag at all, like not even a little bit. I'm sorry, but real talk.
But in response to Tanisha's question, I think that if your spouse is whack in regards to that, then I think that it's how you say it, the conversation, to be like, hey, babe,
Yo,
like,
I don't know.
How you wearing plaid with stripes? Like
wait, plaid with stripes are nice.
I mean, now it is.
All
right. Let me throw polka dots in there too. How you wearing a plaid shirt with a polka dot tie and some stripes, right?
Yeah.
And
that's a hard no.
You just doing a whole lot, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that it's the approach and how you say that. Also, too, let me see. If you married to that person, they was whack when you were dating them. They didn't get whack later. I don't think that's something that just happens after you get married. I think you bring that into your marriage, right? What do you say?
Yes.
Yeah,
chances are
you don't learn.
Chances are that you're not surprised.
Yeah. What does happen, and I do this, I get lazy. I get lazy in my dressing.
No, but according to this question, it seems as though this isn't a lazy thing. This is I think I'm fly.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Yeah.
And so I definitely think that.
So she, yeah.
So, not true. They slacked off.
Right. So I think Tanisha is describing me. Yes, me. I get lazy.
Okay.
Right. So you need to tell them what you did when I get lazy.
So I knew that I married Jamie because he had, not just because he had style, but that was just one of the things that attracted me to him. And so Jamie will go through like bouts of, I don't want to dress up. I'm going to wear the same pants, the same jeans, the same outfit for an entire week and not care. Like he has moments where he slacks off, and I'm just like, ew.
Yeah, I go into a rut. I get a pair. Let me tell you, I have these raw denim jeans that
I wish I could throw away,
and I love them. Do not take. I can wear those jeans any day.
I wish I could throw them away, but that's another live. That's another story. So when Jamie go through these moments, right? I have a conversation with him. I'd be like, yo, what's good? Like, you good? Like your style, like you're slacking. And and I'm not coming in a way that's like, yo, you whack right now. It's more or less like, yo, what's going on? Like, get out that funk. Like, I need you to step your game up, because again, that's one of the things that attracted me to you. So the fact that you're kind of doing this, you're wearing the same exact thing every single day, like that's not okay. Like, where is the guy that matches stuff and has that swag? I need that guy to come back, because this isn't working for me. And guess what he does? Maybe give him a day or two, and he snaps right back into it, and he gets his style together and stuff like that. So, and it's been a while since he actually fell into that rut. That he does definitely try a lot more to be consistent with keeping his swagger up.
Yeah. So and what the talk does for me, it like wakes me up. But yes. I just get there where I'm just like, I don't feel like ironing nothing. I don't feel like, it's because sometimes, and here's the thing too. sometimes putting together outfits is work, and I'm at most
Hey,
times.
Crystal.
Crystal, heck, I just asked Carlene this morning. I was like, Crystal's
She's
still
still
pregnant?
pregnant. I'm sure she's still
But you're
right,
killing
Crystal.
it. You are killing it. It's beautiful. I love it on you. But yeah, so I get lazy because it takes time. The way I think about clothes and how I put it together, I put a lot of thought into it. And it's like, how's this material with this material, this color with that? I have to like envision the whole thing in my brain. My brain sometimes gets too tired to do all of that, and I see a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. I'm wearing it today. I'm wear it tomorrow. I'm gonna wear it every day. We're gonna go out. I'm gonna put on the same dusty sneakers and the same. Well, I got like a whole bunch of sneakers I ain't even wear yet because I just don't have the mental.
But what encourages you?
What encourages me is when I know that here's what makes me do it is when I know that it's what Carlene likes. She's attracted to me when I dress nice, and it makes her feel good. So when she feels good, I feel good. So that's why like I'm putting in the work and the effort. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta have that talk with your spouse and be like,
yo,
hey,
it's not working for me.
it ain't working. Like the last thing I want for Carlene to do is to not be attracted to me. Like I still want her to feel attracted to me. So
And in marriage, those attraction levels are a little bit different, right? Like Jamie will be speaking, he would be speaking on a live, or we were just having a conversation, and I'm just like blown away at what he's saying because he's such an intelligent man. Like I sit back and that I'm attracted to that, right?
I'm
Be
not
humble.
doing
Yes,
nothing.
you are.
Just,
I feel like you are like.
I am not doing anything, folks. I'm just taking my hand.
I'm gonna go back over it on this live, and I'm gonna look and see what kind of face you were making.
See murder. Why are you threatening?
I'm not threatening you. I'm just
gonna go
like,
back on this live, and I'm gonna see.
Because I can't right now. But I really feel like there are other things that about Jamie that attracts me to him. Like when I come home after working and what he does is like we'll talk about, okay, so what are we gonna have for dinner tonight, and he'll be like, I don't know, we'll try to figure it out. And then he's like, I'm gonna take out the chicken and I'm gonna take out the chicken and I'm going to have you maybe you can make something. And I'm like, okay. And so when I come in the door, guess what, a meal is already prepared. Like that is attractive for me. So there are different compartments of the attraction, but fashion and him keeping himself presentable is also something that attracts me. So it's not just that.
People, Latoya, shout out to Latoya. Latoya said, Jamie fly since high school. Give a brother a day off the swag.
Yeah, I have given him several days off, right? Jamie gets several days off. But I know when he's going into that place of laziness. And
I did a union. Latoya, you want to start my union?
I just can't stand it. Sorry, I had Tiffany's thing up. She says, I love clothes. I have so much clothes at the beginning of the panty. Even my boyfriend had to, I like that panty. Okay, even my boyfriend, I know, yeah. Even my boyfriend had to be like, if I see that head tie one more time.
Facts.
Good, I'm glad that you got it together though. See, but you just needed that one comment to get you back on track for you to get your life, snatch that head tie off, and start looking cute again. I mean, I'm sure you were cute with the head tie, but I think when you get dressed, right, when you clothes it has a way of making you feel right, alive. At least for me, it makes me feel alive. It makes me feel like, okay, I don't know. It's just something that clothes does for me,
yeah.
And so. Yeah.
So here's my follow-up question, right? So we're talking about the hair with the clothes, right? Is it disrespectful if a spouse comes with a picture of somebody else?
You talking about like in the magazine, or you talking about like somebody coming
that they know, like another female or another male, and be like, I wish you would dress like this?
I would say no.
That's not disrespectful?
It depends on the relationship, and it depends on how you are presenting this to your spouse, right? If this is the first time you're talking about it, and you're like, yo, here is how I want you to look, No, I don't think that's okay. I think if you had a conversation and then the spouse is like, oh, are there any suggestions, or or maybe I will look for some people that we know and maybe in magazines that I can be like, okay, this is what I could so see you in, right? I think that would be okay. But if you were to come and tell me, like, show a picture of some girl, right? I mean, she's probably fly as ever, and you show it to me, I'd be like, so were you looking at her just for me, or were you looking at her?
I was looking at her just for you. I was just looking at her.
I don't trust it.
And I'm just saying, wow, I love the way she dresses. I wish you would look like that sometimes.
No, no.
That's not good.
I wish you would look like that. No, no.
Or, okay.
Because no, no,
All right.
no, no. I'm sorry. What y'all saying?
Oh, Crystal said Jelani likes to blame COVID.
No, COVID is not an excuse
No,
to be
I
bumming.
I get it though. I understand.
I know, because you don't have anywhere to go, but
But
I just feel as though that when you because sometimes clothes feed into your mood. When you are dressing like in a drag, like you feel like you are in a drag. You feel dragged down, right? Yeah. And so I'm just like, no, like.
So you want me to like put on like dress up for dinner? Put on some clothes for dinner?
No, that's reaching.
You won't be like, where you going?
No.
First question I'll forget. Where you think you going?
No, I'm not saying dress up for dinner. I'm just talking about when you're about to go outside, right? I'm not talking about to the grocery store, right? I'm not talking about wherever. Hopefully this pandemic will be over soon and we'll be able to go outside like as free as we used to before. But I still feel as though whenever your clothes, and I know this is for some people have varying opinions, and that's fine, right? Some people could care less about what they put on. They could care less about how they look, right? Because that's not something that's important to them. But for me, and I know for you as well, I know Jamie's heart is, he's very much into to dressing and looking presentable, right? Because I know that about him. I'm going to be like, yo, you need to fix that. Like, work on that. Let's get back to what we know, right? What we know. So I think that's what it is. So, okay, so we have lots of comments.
Yeah. So I think, as you go through the comments, whatever you find, I'll be quiet. But I think it's important to keep up appearances. I think especially too, if that was something that your spouse that you were attracted to each other for, like you were really appreciated the way they dressed and the way they carried themselves. And that can be anything, right? It doesn't even have to be with the clothes, but if we're staying on clothes, then I think it's important to continue that in the marriage. Yes, you can get lazy. It's okay, but don't stay in your funk.
Sorry, Tanisha said, my husband just said, are you serious? I like my life. That's another story, Tanisha.
No,
that's another. Listen, I can't. We might need a one-on-one, Tanisha. We might need a one-on-one, darling. Oh my gosh, but yeah, I mean, Gina says the spouse should buy the clothes he or she wants to see their spouse in. If that's something that works for you, if that works for you, then yeah. I know Jamie has tried to buy me clothes, and most of the time he does a really, really good job. Yeah. I think sometimes I can kind of see that he wants me to look a certain way or dress in certain things, and I'm just like, I don't think that's my style. That's not me.
Your style is constantly changing. It's one day it's this, next day it's that. But so I would probably just put together a few things and let her pick and choose what works. And then, but I think like for like occasions when you want to go out, like when you went to see Michelle Obama.
Oh yeah.
And I bought you that outfit.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, like he knows how to dress, right? But there are just sometimes where I'm just like, nah, bro, that's not me. That's not me, and that's okay. Like he'll be like, okay, let's return it,
yep.
Or
money back in the account.
Exactly. Leah says, so when I get up and get dressed, even with my nowhere to go, it changes the mood. Yes, the continent is different. Just rolling out of bed, exactly. Exactly. And I think maybe that's why, we've been doing pictures on the Sabbath or even during the week, just getting dressed up and taking pictures because it does something for my mood. It just makes me feel like, I don't know, it just makes me feel
Yeah,
good.
and I know why I go into a funk. So, as people were talking about high school, Irwin, shout out to Irwin when you was going to
What
NEA.
up, Erwin?
We used to take the A train from Brooklyn to
Mercy
Washington
Jesus.
Heights.
That's
Like that
crazy.
last stop. I forgot we had to catch. I had to catch the number train, the two train, and then where you catch the A, Broadway Junction or somewhere, whatever. You
Yeah.
had to take the A train, or I used to take the L, whatever. Yeah. So when I was in high school and in college, high school to college, when I dressed nice, it was for the attention of others.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was, and
Mm-hmm.
just being in Brooklyn, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
had to dress. You couldn't like Brooklyn was just a big fashion show. New York City. When we got married, it was like I'm married now. Like I ain't trying to look fly for nobody no more. I ain't trying to, I got kids now. I ain't got no time to be doing all of this and can't buy what I want to buy no more. So I think that's where the funk, the laziness comes in. It's
Got it.
Like, yo, I ain't
See,
trying to impress nobody.
See, that's the part. And I think that's a lot of things. Sometimes I go through that as well. And that's the part that sometimes when you're married or even when you're dating and you get into that real comfortable vibe where you're kind of like, I don't need to impress anymore. I'm good. Actually, you do, right? You still need to keep it vibrant. You still need to keep it hot. You still need to keep it
fresh.
Keep it fresh because that's what attracted your spouse to you. So here you are, all of a sudden, you're stopped doing the things that you used to do. And then all of a sudden, because I'm married to you, I no longer can enjoy seeing you look presentable anymore. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we married. You love me. You don't love me anyway.
No, because you
are. No, you're not going to love me. No, I'm not.
I'm going to love you. However, I feel as though, like, I will always love you, but I just feel like the attraction, right? That attraction, that thing that gets you hot and makes you feel like touching you and, feeling you up.
We got to I'm about to go dress.
What you said?
I'm about to go get dressed up.
You can do that, but that is what you need to maintain in your marriage. Bumming in pajamas all day. It has its place. It has its place, right? If that's what you do, that's what you do. But when it's time for you to go out or whatever, and if that's what attracted your spouse to you, you can't stop doing it because it isn't. Your marriage becomes lackluster, and I don't think you should do that. Yes, Tiffany, for playing in your closet. I'm glad that you play. I'm telling you, when you go in your closet, you be like, oh, I didn't even know these colors go with this color, and you're just like, okay, right? You have nowhere to go, but just the fact that you're just attempting to kind of, I don't know, there's just something different. Marvin Simmons says, deal breaker. Wait, where is it? I try to tell V I like Carlene Callistar here. Do you want do when you went Europe and she had the same hairdo, red flag? I got attitude. Marvin, listen. Marvin, we trying to save marriages.
I'm sorry you had to learn that lesson the hard way.
Oh my gosh, Leah says, honestly, it was COVID that showed me that how I look is really important to me. Like, I've never been a bum, but now I have more of a standard since COVID. Okay, Leah.
Oh man, Kathleen.
Oh, you're back! Yes, girl, I bought this for you. Oh.
So you don't want to give energy.
Oh yes, okay, we'll keep reading.
But I'll just say this: I think Kathleen is very attracted to you.
Apparently.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad
right.
But she's very consumed.
I know with
and
me.
Obsessed with you because she's always coming after you. You know, like when you're like kids. I remember when I was a kid, and like the person that you like, you always like bother them and poke at them, like like you're like a child.
Yeah.
You always bother. Like she's very much obsessed with you.
Yeah, we gotta go.
I have a fan.
I have a fan, Jamie. My first fan. Okay, my head is going. Okay, so during the pandemic lockdown, Ray says, many of us have let things slip as we're always at home. I agree. We need to still make an effort, though. Exactly. Yes, please make an effort, guys. Please make an effort. What's up, McIntyre family? Good to see
Shout
you
out to the
guys.
McIntyre
Yes,
family.
Tiffany, I want to love you looking cute. Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, we get it. We get it. We understand.
Look at Shay.
Chi,
Chi.
not Che.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chi.
Chi.
We haven't seen you in a minute.
I know.
It's good to see you, Chi. He says you gotta balance it. You look too good when you're with someone, then you get that side eye like, who you getting dressed for?
Yeah, you get that quick. Where you going?
Chi. No. You still keep it up. You can't look like a bum on Monday and then on Tuesday you look like you are no Chi. No. I'm not saying to be on all the time, like be whatever, but I think you should definitely keep it. I think you should just dress the way that, I don't know, makes you feel good.
I think you have to be consistent, right? And you have to be, remember who you were before you got married. You are still the same person. I think you should also give room that there are some funks that people go into, but nevertheless, we should always just like and I feel like it's not just with dressing; it's with multiple things. If you are somebody who has stimulating conversation and that's what attracted your spouse to each other, you continue that. If you cook before, like don't get married and just stop cooking. Keep on. Not all the time, but you have to understand we're humans. We get tired of doing certain things all the time sometimes, and so for me, and I think for me personally, how I take clothes from me.
Yes, something right here. See, this is very important, and let me do it for you. Oh. See, this is real time.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Got me looking straight.
I'm trying.
Yeah, clothes for me is a science. Like I put a lot of thought into it, a lot of work into it. Like, don't get me and Wesley Knight on a show together.
Oh my gosh.
Because we become nerds. Like when we talk about clothes, material, the sewing, how it's stitched, whether this is glued or not, the Goodyear weld, Spezzatura, and all like we start using all these terms that's like real nerdy, right? So I think, and for me, sometimes like school with clothes, I just need to like just chill and just bum it, and then I pick it back up. But if I know that it's something that still appeals to you and makes you happy, and I think it also feels good to hear you say like, "Yo, you killing it today. Yo, you look nice."
That's
today.
A boost. That's
that's a boost. That makes me want to continue.
Yeah.
And if I ain't hearing that, I'm like, you don't care. I ain't dressing for nobody. I ain't trying to be with nobody.
And so that's also key, right? Not just saying, yo, you need to step your game up, or you need to get out that funk, but it's also when you see them getting out the funk and they're really trying, it's very important that as a wife or a husband that you say, yo, I like what you got on, or you compliment them to let them know you appreciate what it is that they're doing. Right. To not just leave it be, because then that means they're gonna fall right back into the funk. But because I know that I love when he puts together his stuff, I'm just like, bruh, if y'all only knew, But anyway. So I have a question for you guys. If your spouse, boyfriend, whoever, girlfriend, well, I would probably say spouse, because I don't know if boyfriend, girlfriend, if you guys are like telling each other how to dress. Do you guys think if your spouse is asking you to wear something that you don't want to wear? For example, if you are, okay, say for instance, Jamie's asking me to wear something tight and fitted, right?
Do you wear it?
Do I wear it?
If it makes you uncomfortable.
If it makes me uncomfortable. He loves to see me in it, right? And I'm not saying, this is just a hypothetical.
Right? Let's not get twisted. This is not like a real scenario, okay?
This is hypothetical.
This is all hypothetical.
Yeah, because Jamie doesn't necessarily like to see me in something specific. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that you should say, you know what, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna wear it, or do you just say no?
I think there's compromises sometimes when it comes to, yes, well, what if I did actually wear your Pathfinder uniform to church? Not even to church, to work from 20 years
That
ago.
doesn't make sense.
No, but I think what the point is it depends.
He
So
knows that
so
he knows that
it
it
is.
makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, so here it is, right? If it's the first time and a spouse asks you to wear something that makes you uncomfortable, that spouse may not know that that makes you uncomfortable, right? The first time.
Mm-hmm.
They come back again,
Mm-hmm.
then all right, no, let me reverse. So the first time, once they find out it makes you uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10 they probably won't ask you to wear something like that.
But it really,
because they should know that it makes you uncomfortable. But if
mm-hmm.
they really want you to wear it,
Mm-hmm.
then I still don't think. I mean, I don't know. I think it should be no, or it depends on the person because they may say, okay, I want to make you happy. This is what you like. It makes you happy, so I'm gonna wear it this one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's things that you asked me to wear, and I'm just like, I don't like how that. I don't like those pants. I don't like that shirt.
Yeah.
But you like it, so I'm like, all right. And I think also too it's important that when you ask me to wear something that I don't like, it's not something that will have. And this sounds simple. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but will embarrass me.
Right. We'll draw
Negative
attention to.
or make me feel cheap. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna make me feel cheap out in public.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
look whack. So I think that's important. Like if I show you something to wear and you're like, yo, if I put this on, I feel cheap and look, like I don't want to wear that, then I would respect that and be like, all right, cool. But if you feel like it's not gonna make me look cheap, but you just wanna, you make me happy, then I can see you doing that.
Right. I agree. Jamie already knows if he asks me to wear something, I know that he really likes me in it, and I'll probably wear it. It depends on what it is. I'll probably wear it to make him happy, but if after I've worn it and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like the way this makes me feel, I don't like the way it makes me look, then yeah, I'm not gonna wear it again. As I said, it depends on what it is. Yeah. If it's something tight and fitted and then yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm not.
Yeah, Tanisha is like, we need to have a different conversation.
It's very true. Be like, who are you watching, right, Tanisha? It's almost like, what are you watching?
What were you watching before you get me this?
Exactly, because that definitely sends signals, or like my signals are up. Like, why are you asking me to wear this? Did you see another woman wearing this and you liked how it made you feel?
Oh man!
And now you want me to wear that because you want me to, yeah.
You just took it to a whole new stratosphere.
Yeah, we don't need that at all.
The whole head is heavy right now.
Yeah, because that's a hard no for us.
Yeah.
So my other question, I had another question.
Okay. All right, we got room for one more question. We've been on here for over an hour.
Okay.
We don't try not to go too long.
Right. So my other question was, I'm trying to remember it. I kind of forgot it. Tracks.
All right, then I guess maybe we need to wrap up. And we'll do a part 2.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, no, we don't do part 2s. We don't do well with part 2s because our part 2s never end up part 2s. But it was a question with regards to spouse and dress and decorum and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't remember. I definitely can't remember it. But I definitely think that, like in terms of like hair, if you came to me and said that you didn't like my hair, oh no, this was what it was. If once, I think, when was it? I'm trying to remember. There was this one time you were like, oh my gosh, the question just left my mind.
It happens sometimes with age.
What does that mean?
Yo, chill, fam.
You said with age, like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say, as we
you trying to say I'm getting older?
We are, or
No, no,
Oh,
no.
get
But you
older.
usually say those things when you're like old.
I think you're reading too much into it. I think what I'm trying to say is as we get older, sometimes we forget. It just happens. It's called age.
Okay.
It's a wonderful thing to get
Okay.
older.
Let me bring it in, guys.
It's a wonderful thing. You feel, I'm with, yeah. Whoever called you C murder?
Not to murder. I'm just trying to understand because you don't usually
Come
don't
on,
say.
move. You need to
No,
get
because you usually don't say you getting old to a woman like that.
I did not even say
Especially
that. I didn't even say that. I
you
just
said
said that
it's
happens
age,
with
but
age.
you see, it's so interesting, right? Because even though you said that happens with age, in my mind, I interpreted that as you saying I'm getting old, like I'm getting older.
Yeah, look, mood. I'm in Bernie right now. Mood right now. Mood.
Oh my gosh.
Straight mood.
But seriously, Chi says, what about if you wear or dress in that way that makes your partner uncomfortable?
A conversation needs to be had as well. I just know that this right.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just,
Go ahead,
I
Tyler.
just feel like if people have shown you who they are, believe them. And I think that in some cases, not in all cases, who you were before you got married is most times who you are after you get married. So I know that there were red flags prior when you were dating and you were wearing some outfits
Right.
that was probably cool before you got married. Now that you married, you like, yo, you need to burn them things. So I think those conversations were things that you needed to look at, later on. Like I don't think that people just pick up. I think it takes a while for you to pick up a new style, like to go from one extreme to another extreme. That's my opinion, but maybe it's not always like that.
I think it might be different. So,
And then hold it thought, and then if a person goes from, and let's just if a person goes from dressing conservative and then dressing not conservative.
mm-hmm.
That's deeper than just an outfit issue. There's a mental shift that's happening.
Here is what I think.
Okay.
I think because I feel like I'm low key that. Okay. I think I'm like low key there. There's something about when you, for me, because I feel like I shifted from dressing a bit conservative to dressing a little bit more risque, right? Um, and here's the shift. I think when you are one, I'm coming into my own, right? I'm becoming, right? I'm becoming. And because I'm becoming a lot more confident in myself, in my body, and not necessarily, let me be very careful with my words. Um, I'm becoming a lot more confident, right? And because becoming a lot more confident with my body, I think the pressure of that not being with someone, not married, not connected with someone. I'm trying to see how I can explain this properly. Hold on.
Well, what I'm hearing. Okay, go ahead.
Wait. Let me get it together. So when you're married, you no longer, like we talked about before, you no longer have to do you don't have to, it seems as though you don't do as much in terms of appearance, right? You don't have to do as much dressing and like flossing and stuff like that because it's a little bit different, right? Because now you're married. Like now you are married, right? Before you're getting dressed, hoping that some respectable dude would, you know, see you and maybe a possible relationship will come out of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're married, it changes. Now you're like, yo, I'm with that person. I'm with my person. And so I no longer feel the need to no longer impress. However, I feel as though now that I'm married and grown, I feel like I can push the envelope a little bit more because I'm married and grown. Does that make sense? So you can go from being conservative, like for me, I went from being conservative in my dress, wearing stockings and skirts that came like right at the knee, a little above the knee, to now, it's above the knee. I'm showing a little bit more skin, that's I think that came with knowing that I have you. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, I hear what you're saying.
It's almost like a security blanket. It's almost like knowing I have you, you are mine, I'm yours, and so I can dress however I want to dress because no longer, in part, no longer do I need to impress you in that way, but I can really. I don't know if I'm explaining it. I'm a little bit lost.
So this is what I'm hearing, right? I'm hearing this. I'm hearing that there is a liberation that happens.
Yes.
There is a shift that happens. And what I'm saying is that I think those shifts come with mental shifts, right? I think mentally, when you get to a different mindset or a different mind, a different mental state, then how you govern yourself changes, right? So if you're, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, when you're prior to dating, you have, or when you're dating prior to marriage, you have a certain mindset of how you think about yourself and what how you think about yourself in this world and how you carry yourself, and that almost times dictates how you dress, right? Then when you get married, you can grow and your mind state can change, where it's almost like I'm no longer going to dress to make other people happy. I'm going to dress to make myself happy. I'm liberated and I'm free. And even though, you know, I may want to wear the real tight outfit because I'm just like, yo, this is my body. I'm free to wear, or I may want to wear the long flowing dress. Correct. So I just think that when you see somebody shift in their style and in their clothes, whether it goes from good to bad or bad to good, I think there's a mental shift that happens. I think something happens up here first, and then it shows out here. So
it definitely does.
So to the original point is, I do think it's possible for somebody to dress one way before they get married, and then while they're in their marriage, that they start looking different because perhaps like that there's something traumatic happened or something occurred, and then it's just like, yo, I ain't doing this no more. I'm dressing like this now. I think when you're in a marriage, if your dress starts making the spouse uncomfortable, there needs to be a conversation. There needs to be some sort of like understanding as to when and why this shift happened. Like I don't think it's fair to leave that person in the dark because they're like, yo,
Who are you?
You know, I am mad at you, but I just want to be there with you so that I can understand too that if I need to defend you, if I need to speak up for you, that I'm speaking intelligently because I know what you're going through.
Right, and I think that's important because even now, I think in terms of like myself and my shift, there's definitely a shift there where I'm definitely coming into my own. I very much think that checking with Jamie every now and again and asking me like, yo, does this look a little bit too tight? You know, do you think I'm showing too much butt? Do you think I'm showing too much this? Do you think that, you know, it's inappropriate? You know, and sometimes I'll even ask him, I'll be like, yo, if you saw me on the street wearing this, would you like,
I'll be like,
would you want to have like a second look?
I'll be like, sometimes, hey, shorty,
stop it. And so, and so he'll be like, sometimes he'll be like, yeah, nah, you can't wear that. You can't wear that.
Yo, mom, let me holler at you real quick.
Right. He said you can wear this in the house. Like, that would be great in the house. But for me to wear it outside of the house, he's like, nah, I don't think you should. Jamie never says, no, like, you cannot walk out here doing that. Because he knows that if he does that,
I get that look, that C murder look.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I would say, okay, I respect your opinion, and I will not do that because I trust him, right? I trust that he knows that when I'm wearing clothes, that I'm not trying to impress people that I'm wearing because it makes me feel really good. And so I think that that's super important for us, for me, knowing that he knows that I'm not trying to do it to impress people.
Yeah.
That I'm just trying to impress him really because I gotta stay fly next to him because he's on another level with his fashion, and I'm just trying to.
Nah. Nope. When they see the pictures of you,
son,
I get overshadowed, and it's all good. I love it that way too.
No, you don't get overshadowed. Stop lying. Jamie, let me tell you guys something.
Wait. Let me say this. look at our Instagram. Go to @CarlCow and go to @Jamie_Colasar. Look for any picture that has me that's just in it, and then look at any picture with me and Carlene in it. The likes are vastly different.
You know why?
Because
and
they
I can say
like
this.
seeing you.
No. I can say that. I can say that for me as well. I think what happens is that I think people just like to see us together. Period.
Or
I don't think it's.
girls
I don't
in
think
the
it's.
picture.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a. I think people just like to see us together. I think that's what it is. I just think that his style, guys. Honestly, I can't even. There, when we first got married, Jamie used to. I used to like pick things out for Jamie, like pick shirts out, ties, never suits, but like little things I would pick out for him. Right now, I cannot pick not one thing out for Jamie.
Yes, you can.
No, I cannot. I cannot pick anything out for him because I would get that look like, oh, okay. And then he'll probably return it, or he'll probably keep it and keep it in the back of the closet. And when we're moving or we're transitioning, whatever closets or whatever, that's when you'll see oh go away. Wow. So I no longer can shop for Jamie because Jamie is on another level with his fashion.
Another level.
No, seriously, you are.
I probably just went from the basement to the first floor.
No, you went to like the basement to the top floor in terms of I think your IQ, your fashion IQ is a lot higher than mine. Like you can describe stuff and talk about stuff about fashion, and I'm just like, I have no clue what you're talking about. He knows it's true. That's why he's quiet.
I'm trying to see if that's a compliment.
No, it is a compliment. Like okay. I said, your fashion IQ, like is top notch. Like it's.
Carry on.
No, I'm done. Arlene says, what seems to be a shift to some is that I also look at folk who grew up SDA and are restricted from so many things that once they become grown, they tend to do what is deemed as breakaway dress.
Oh, Arlene, that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show.
You know why that is, Arlene? You know why that is? It's because I think when you have been restricted or you've restricted yourself, that you no longer even go to the middle, you go to the extreme.
Yeah.
Because you know what that other extreme is, and chances are more than likely you go to the other extreme because when you've been stifled
yep, as Leah so eloquently states, deprivation breeds wilding out horns.
Yep. And that's why
forget about
when they go away to school, it's almost like you don't know them anymore.
Yep.
Like, wait, wasn't that?
Right. Who you?
Right. The person looks completely different, and that's because they've been.
Yep. They've been
stifled, so it's important.
Right. It's important. So, whenever I start looking away like this, that's when I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. So just a little secret about me, I get distracted very easily. You just say, like, Caitlin is me, right? Like, yes. My oldest daughter is so difficult to talk to her. I get frustrated talking to her because
dude over here.
Yeah, we just have to do multiple things, and like my brain starts leaving one place and it's already in another place right now. So what we gonna do? Here. Y'all want me to rap?
All right, it's time to end the show. I see you guys next week. You guys have an awesome Saturday.
No, we about to see give it a few seconds. We about to see some comments.
Look, people are already logging off. Look.
No. We just got more viewers. Let's go. I see the hearts. I see the hearts. Hit them up.
Where's my
Ain't even there. I ain't rap for them last week. I got to rap for them this week. And so, we gonna do this. What we talking about today? We talking about the come up?
Leah says trolls. The come up in love.
Okay, trolls. Yeah.
Tanisha's like, bye, Carlene.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's right. Bye, Carlene. Bye. All right. Rap about Bernie. Oh, okay. Trolls. What else we got? We got trolls. We got Bernie. What else?
We have
love and the
we got end the show.
All right.
That's what we have. End the show.
End the show.
End the show. Like we should end the show.
No. End the show. Not end the show. And A-N-D-I. Boom. Versus Jamie.
No, cheat. You need to stop.
Yeah. All right. Let me get the people the horns. And the people started clapping. Yo, it's your boy J Justice, 7-day activist. You know what they call me. I be in these streets getting that chicken dinner. I ain't vegetarian. Know what I'm saying? I'm a flexitarian. I eat meat. I eat fish. I put them all up on my dish. Yo, the people put in the comments they have a wish, so I'm gonna spill it just like this. They said rap about the trolls, you know they get old, always coming on the show, trying to distract us, trying to back us up in a wall or a corner. But I've been watching ya, I got my cornea on my eye on ya, and then I'm not gonna even pay attention to ya because I'm too fly, I'm too nice, I'm too hype, I'm too right, I'm too hype. I take flight and then I'm gone like I was a Delta plane. American Airlines all grounded now. COVID ain't letting you go nowhere, y'all. I just did that like I was Yao Ming. Check how I sing, check how I do my thing. I don't wear jewelry, I ain't got no bling. My bling is on the inside. I shine the light of Christ, cause everything is right. Gotta keep it flooded like rice. Dry out the seams, know what I mean? I'm getting mean on this thing. Check out how I be when I'm on the scene and I'm with my gangster lean, with my boo beside me. Ain't nobody stopping we. That's how we do it. That's how we show it. That's how we prove it. We know nothing else. And now you see it. And so I got my mood. I'm in my Bernie flow. I'm sitting back and I'm watching the entire show. Don't try to come at me with your hateration. I'm going to another level. Elevation. Yes, that's what it is about this nation. I keep it going on. Y'all cremating because the flow that I flow is so hot like fire. Higher, tryer. And then I'm going out. I am the rap sire. See where I go. Yo, are you trying? Yo, raps is corny. I think you should retire. Somebody said, yo, rap about something else. I don't know. Where should I go? I forgot about the other topics. Can you let me know so that I can continue to keep up the flow? They said rap about the trolls, rap about black love, and now I'm going to rap about the come up. Yo, this is the fun. I do this from the sun up until the sun go down, like I was a Sabbath day keeper every day. Yes, I am the keeper of the gates. Don't say nothing here. Don't come around this way. If you ain't talking about nothing holy, then you gonna end up being holy. Know what I mean? Yo, this ain't no foly moly. Yo, everybody, we got the bowlies of food and all this stuff. It's gonna be cool. I see your face. You trying to knock me off my place, but I ain't even gonna let that even distract me today. Yo, I'm rapping, everybody clapping. Now we moving through. Ain't nobody slapping. Anybody here. We don't believe in violence. We do this in the peaceful way. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to my boy Biden. But the star of the show was Kamala Harris. Harris. Yo, she got the day off, but her name ain't Ferris Bueller. I thought you knew everything, everybody going to school as they watch the black lady lead in the office. Yo, it's time to give it up for black women. We ain't sitting, but we gotta give them what they need because they was there from the beginning. Yo, you still hating, drink up your water. I'm gonna keep on rapping. I'm gonna go father. I am a father. I'm not a mother. I am somebody and I am a brother to two older sisters. You thought I missed it. When you see me, call me Mister, because I'm a grown man in my grown man stance. I'm that dude. I go back to my Bernie mood. Yo, dang, I'm nice. I am nice. Let me give myself horns. Yo, mixtape coming soon. I don't know. I'm gonna drop it, and I'm gonna make sure y'all get that work. You know what I'm saying? You know y'all feeling them. Y'all want to hear all these songs compiled onto one CD. So you know, man, like, look, I ain't even worried about what's coming beside. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about that. See, I know how to stay focused, yo. I know how to stick to the plan. I know how to stick to the plan. Ain't nothing distracting me. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm going higher because I'm fly. You a rapper too with that lame game? Bro, just retire. I am the sire. Call me your highness. I'm an addition. You are a minus. You depleted and defeated. You've been unseated. Now you shall be treated like you've been weeded. I plant this stuff. It's like I've been seeded.
Oh my God, stop.
I cook you up.
Oh my God, please stop.
Like you've been meated. You like that? I cook you up because you've been meated.
Oh.
Come on, who making up bars like that, yo?
Oh my gosh. Apparently no one.
Who doing that, yo? Ain't nobody doing that like me.
You are right. There is not a single soul on the face of this earth that is doing it just like you did. Not one single soul. What was that?
Yo, the comments is lit. They
The
like
comments
that bar.
are like, no.
They like that bar. I'm an addition. You a minus. You a whore. Yo, did he just say I'm an addition? You a minus? Yo, nobody don't want to be no minus. Yo, you stuffy like you got sinus. You walking around with that old blanket like your name is Linus? Fine. Us on Instagram. Yo, this Jamie, this Carlene. Did the screen get darker?
It sure did. It got darker because we need to go because I cannot. Real talk.
Flexitarian. I ain't vegetarian. Flexitarian.
Real talk. That was not good. You know, usually I'm gonna be honest. This is a let's keep it real, right? We keep it real around here, right? That's what this is all about. Let's keep it real. That was not your greatest. I would say that it was not your greatest. But I just need you guys to stop the foolishness though. Like real talk. Like you guys have to stop the foolishness. Stop encouraging Jamie to rap.
Don't be a minus. Please. Don't be a minus.
How about you guys tell him preach? How about you tell him preach for like 2 minutes?
Don't be a minus.
Why rap?
Don't be a minus.
You guys don't want a word?
Don't be a minus.
I don't understand.
I give my people the spoken word.
That is not spoken word.
What you're saying is absurd.
Listen, I need for you guys. Carl says, "Chill, Carlene." No, let's keep it 100. Let's no, seriously, let's keep this 100, guys. Let's be honest. In 2020, that should be our theme. Let's be honest. Let's be open and let's be real. Let's keep it 100.
Yo,
we already know.
I gave you plenty, but you just missed one. It's 2021. I ain't never gonna be done. I rap because I am the child of the sun, the S-O-N. Yes, that's my father. To take it further, go harder and harder. Hustle hard. Closed mouth, don't get fed on this boulevard. We gotta go. I'm giving out. I'm just flowing today. I think it's the t-shirt. I think it's just the energy.
Carlene.
On me.
Arlene, do me. I need your number, Arlene. DM me, Arlene, and we need to keep it on.
Thank you, Arlene.
No, Arlene, we need to talk. Okay.
Jamie is nice. Ain't nobody putting together verbs like I am, man.
Arlene,
nobody with Carl Alexander.
Please.
I appreciate the love, Carl. Don't worry, you're gonna get a mixtape, my man.
Arlene, just go ahead and give me a call. What?
I didn't stutter.
Rhoda, what you said? What did you say, Rhoda?
I didn't stutter. Straight off the top of his head with
you
bars.
You gotta give Jamie credit because he didn't stutter.
Dropping jewels.
Went straight off the top of his head with his bars.
Yo, my rhyme game is nuts.
Rhoda?
Who you know out there saying, yo, you not a plus, you's a minus. Yo, you a minus. Yo, I'm gonna get a t-shirt. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says you a minus.
Rhoda, I need your number 2.
Oh, you already gotta shut it down. Look what mom said. He is nice.
If you have my mother up here commenting, Janet Fordyce. No. Janet Fordyce?
Michelle!
Oh, Michelle! Essence!
y'all talking about
Don't
makeup?
leave us makeup thieves
What?
hanging, please. What's on the lippy? I'm glad to let you know
All right,
what's on
time
the
to end the
lippy.
show. Gotta go.
Can you stop?
We've been
I
on
can't
for
even
2
read
hours.
this. It is called Flat
called-
Out Fabulous.
It's called Pink.
Retro Matte Lipstick.
It's called-
705. This is by MAC.
It's called Pink.
Let me play like I'm doing a video. What do they do? They do this, right?
Don't give Mac. Hey.
Nope, they're not doing it. Okay, there you go.
Hey, Mac, we need to get paid for that.
It's true. This is free. This is free advertising.
Yeah.
We need to get It's
I'll make you some pink lippy.
No, thanks.
I got amber crayons. Work it out.
No, thank you. We're good. Yes, Flat Out Fabulous Retro Matte by MAC. Oh, you have it too, Gianna? Girl, this thing will save lives.
All right, this is for another show.
No, it's not. We're talking about makeup. We're talking about this. Yo, you know what I want to know? Maybe next one. Maybe we'll talk about like makeup stuff.
How you just gonna go from hearing fire bars?
Right, Tiffany. But I think that we could probably exchange like lippies. You guys could tell me like what you're wearing, what lippies you're wearing, and if you have been wearing any lippy or makeup. Have you guys been wearing makeup during this? Exactly. Michelle, welcome to the show. She said we just got an hour-long rap, Jay. Don't hate. See?
Michelle, we need to talk.
No, we don't. But yeah, we're talking about grooming. Grooming is something that's important.
Come and start commenting.
No, but I think it's important. Grooming is very important. You know, getting our hair done.
And
also, no. Talking about like hair. You know, it's important. It's all a part of. I'm about to say a part of decorum, right? How we deportment, right? How we carry ourselves. It's in what we've been talking about. Wearing makeup, wearing hair that's not ours or mine, but I bought it.
It's yours if you paid for it.
Listen, I bought it.
Okay, all right. So we'll do a show on grooming. Please, let's just not do this part of the show when I rap. That's all I'm asking.
What'd you say?
When I rap is when we close out. We don't go into another show.
No, but I think we needed to just to kind of get our minds a little bit freer.
Yo, Carlene is becoming a star in the comment section.
We love her. She's my fan, so I love her.
She came back this week. I don't know if she's still watching, but she came through.
She definitely did. We appreciate everyone, including everyone that viewed our show today. Yeah, but I definitely think that we'd say, yo, Fee, where you at, girl? That was really turned into like the after party. Yo, Fee, I see you in the comments. It's so good to see you. But yeah, she's still at it, girl. It's all good. I bought my lippy just for everyone to see. But yeah, laid it on extra thick. But all right, guys. No, we do not have to do another rap. We are going to go because we don't want to do that.
I'm always down to rap.
No. Arlene, please send me your number. I'm gonna send you my number. Call me. I'm gonna call you.
I got Arlene's number in my phone.
Yes, I wish I could call her right now so that she can get herself together because I'm not sure what's happening right now. But yeah. Anyway, guys.
Shout out to Arlene. Arlene knew me way back in the day.
She knew when you were wearing those wax suits.
Nah, y'all was killing it back then.
I don't think so. I don't think so, but yeah. Okay.
All right.
We're done.
James, Carlene, we out.
Thanks.
Peace.